Hi everyone, welcome back to Jolabs Farms. I hope you're all doing well. So, this video today is just an update of our new 1,000 bears that arrived into our farm on the 13th of December 2020. That was last week Sunday, which was on the 13th of December 2020. And in this video, the bears are exactly a week old. The date is on the 20th of December 2020 and the bears are a week old today. As you can see from this video, as compared to the old video that I did for you on the 13th of December 2020, that was when the bird first arrived into our farm. You could see that there's been a massive difference from then till now. The birds are moving very well, they are active in this video, and they seem to be familiar with the environment. But in the old video, they seemed lost, they seemed tired, they didn't know where they were. Their brooding house was like a place that they didn't want to be. And that was because of the long journey that they had on the flight onto our farm. But a week on, there's been a massive change, even in their appearance. You can see that the birds are more, their feathers are out. They seem to be bigger than when they first arrived. So they are eating well, and they seem to be taken care of by our farm manager, who I always say in the video is doing an amazing job. So, as you can see, the birds are still in their brooding house, and this is important because this is where they will get the care that is needed for the next couple of weeks before they are moved into their main place of where they're going to be staying. So, at this stage, it is important that the farm manager keeps an eye on these birds to avoid any casualties, to avoid any form of accident, anything that might happen to this bird. He has to be there constantly to keep an eye on them, to make sure that anything does not happen. If there's anything wrong with one bird, you'll be able to isolate that bird from the rest of them. And guys, don't bear in mind that we have 1,000 birds here all together, and we didn't want anything happening to all these birds. So it is important that anyone who's taking care of these birds is there constantly to make sure that any bad thing that goes on does not affect the rest of them. The birds have been given their first vaccination. This is called Gumro, which will protect the birds against any infection at all. So the Gumro vaccination is very important when the birds arrive first in your farm. This vaccination should be given to the birds, and in our case, they've had this vaccination. This vaccination will protect our birds from any form of infection that might affect them as they stay in their brooding house. Also, so far we have had no casualties. It's been a week now, and we have had no casualties. All the birds are doing very, very, very well. And as I said earlier, we have 1,000 layer birds in this brooding house, and they are doing very, very well. So, as you can see in the video, they seem to be interacting with each other. They are moving around, they are eating and drinking, which is what they love to do best anyway. So guys, don't forget that it is important to bear in mind also that we don't want any casualties. We want casualty-free birds, as we've spent so much money on them. Therefore, it is every farmer's dream not to lose any bird, as we invest a lot of money in them. So we want to make sure that we have healthy birds, so that at the end of the day they'll be able to give us all the eggs that we need. So it is important at this stage that whoever is taking care of your birds, as we are not in the country, our farm manager is the one who does all the job. He has to make sure that he does what is expected of him as a farm manager, to care for our birds. They are like our babies, so he has to care for them so that we all get the end results, which is the best at the end of the day. Also, with these birds, we decided to make our own feeds for them because, as you all are aware, there's been shortage of feeds for poultry in Ghana. So we decided that the little that we can do, we're going to do enough, which was going to be able to last them for at least a month, to avoid any shortages. At least with having a month of feed for these birds will keep our mind at ease for some time. So, and our farm manager is very experienced when it also comes to making feed. So far, although it's been a week, just a week since these birds arrived, we've spent a lot of money. I don't want to say the amount now because I'll do a video later on with a cost breakdown of any amount that we've spent on these birds. So I'm not going to mention the exact amount that we've spent, but any amount that we've spent so far, which is a huge amount, includes the cost of the first vaccination and vitamins, and also the feeding, and also transportation of the feeding from where we make the feeding onto our farm. Guys, we do not make our own feed. We do not have the machine, so we do our feeding somewhere and bring them back to store in our storage house, in our structure. We also, as we decided to make our own feed this time for these new birds, we, with the farm manager's input, he said we was going to need for 1,000 birds for their feed, which is the starter feed, we're going to need 8 concentrates, which is 50 kilos each. So with the concentrate, we're going to need 50 kilos each, and the 50 kilos each is of 8 concentrates. And we're going to need 16 bags of yellow corn, which was also 50 kilos each. So with these two, our farm manager was able to make 24 bags of starter feed for our new 1,000 layer beds. Yes, our farm manager was able to make 24 bags of starter feed for our new layer 1,000 beds. And from the farm manager, he said this can last the birds for at least 1 month. And this is because at the moment the birds are little as compared to our old ones that are about 11 weeks old now. Yes, they're each different as compared to these new ones. And the more older the birds, the more they eat. So these little ones do not eat as much as the older ones that we have that are 11 weeks old now. So guys, as you can see from the video, the birds are doing very, very well, and that's all that matters to us. We want a healthy, active, casualty-free birds. All we want to see is that our investment is paying off, and that means the birds are all healthy, no casualties, they're doing well, and that's good news to us. So all I want to say is that they are doing very, very well in their brooding house. They are a week old today. They are doing very well. They are eating and drinking well, and no casualties. And I hope it continues like that. And I know it continues like that because our old birds that are 11 weeks old came in exactly like these ones on the 10th of October 2020. They were just like these ones, these new birds. And they've been taken care of so well that we never had casualty from those birds. And now they are 11 weeks old. So I know these birds will also get to 11 weeks and still be healthy and casualty free. So guys, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope that you enjoy our videos, and please subscribe, like, and leave any questions that you might have down below, and I'll come back to you with answers. Thank you for watching, and always thank you for staying with me. God bless you all. Take care, and bye for now. See you in my next video. Bye.